The idea of sleep is funny. All
And
right, we
also
live.
is equally as funny because we live, baby, we live.
Y'all put a thumbnail. You saw that,
Ah! How many times in episode will
bro?
this happen?
Bro, it looked like you fell, and not the camera, bro. I was like, yo, I was like, oh no, what happened? What happened to that boy?
I really need, like, if you guys want to do a GoFundMe to get me an iPad stand, that would be awesome. You know what's crazy? I got a job and a not too bad paying job either, and I'm really bad with finances. That's just what it is.
Why is nobody here? Is it because we like are late?
It's because we haven't. It's because we didn't promote.
That's true. Oh well, show must go on.
Show will always go on.
All right, you want to
Oh my
start with
gosh,
Cole or you want to
this.
start with something else?
Um. I'll follow your lead, my guy. Whatever you want to start off with, let's start it off.
All right, so I guess uh give me a second here to I have a schedule. Schedule is crazy. That's not what I meant.
We should have done it.
I'm sorry, my computer's tripping right now. Let us go with so you been online today?
A few times to see a couple of crazy things,
Okay, couple crazy things. Let's
like Obama, Trump posting about Obama, and looking like a monkey.
I'm sorry. What is happening right now? Okay. We're gonna yeah. So we'll go with that. I was trying to find something that plays the video, but this looks like a still shot, right?
It does look kind of like a still shot, but I think, yeah, it does look like a still shot.
Yeah. We could find stuff. Yeah, I was telling Joe because I was talking to Live today when I was writing the notes in, and I was like, yo, I feel weird typing in Trump Obama monkey video, bro. Like I
I
didn't
feel
like
like
the
we all
feeling
should
I
feel
felt.
kind of weird about that. I feel like we all should feel like I feel like that shouldn't even be something like a topic or something that we should type in. Like that should be non-existent.
Am I tripping? Like, are they not playing the video? Because I've seen this video on Instagram.
Well,
Okay.
there's that.
No, but this isn't doing it justice. Like,
Well, to kind
really?
of while Kano is trying to find out the video and play it, uh, it seems. I guess I'll just share a little bit about what's going on. So it seems like this morning President Trump decided to share a clip on his social media platform with President, obviously with former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama, looking like monkeys, as you can see. The platform is Truth Social. It's a very right winged uh, page, and because he's not on because he can't be on Twitter, that's where he be chilling at on Truth Social, and he has shared this wild video. And this, what I really want to say is that this is from the President of the United States of America.
Yeah, this is
This is
official
the
account.
leader of the free world. And we've been saying that he's been like basically racist, and y'all would try to find every play in the book to say that this man is not. And
Yeah,
let's throw a dog. Go ahead.
nah, I was gonna say even like there's like no way that you could. I know they're trying to spin it. They're trying to spin it in different ways, but it's like I don't even know if this is like dog whistling anymore, right? Like I saw Van Lathan, he posted mask off, and that's what it felt like a revealing moment, right?
Yeah.
I do think there is something to the effect of maybe he's mentally deteriorating because this is what like happens when you're racist and then you get older. Like you ever been around like older people who like mentally like old and racist?
I have a story if you want to hear it.
Go ahead. I think I've heard it.
I used to work as a job coach in a janitor, like kind of like a workforce instructor for young adults. And we went to they had a job at this, what's it called, a nursing home, basically a nursing home, and we had to serve food to the senior citizens that are living in that area, living in that nursing home. So this one person, I was giving out food to people, helping out my people like I do. I went to this one area, and this person was like, "Oh, I don't want your kind serving me food."
Damn.
I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Right.
And then we was like, "Well, we have to serve you food, sir. I'm sorry that like because we have to. You just can't, even though you're racist, we can't like just make you starve because then everybody else gets affected by that. So we got to serve you the food." And then he was getting ready to chuck a huge, what do you call it, a loogie, whatever. Like he's like he was really about to spit at me, and I said, "Sir, with all due respect, you cannot move. And if you decide to do this, I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm going to let you know I can move.
Yeah,
I
I feel
can
like
move. The reason why you can't get the food is because you cannot move. I am the person that can move, and that's how I can give you the food. So
yeah,
if you want to eat
I
and
feel
you don't
like
want to eat through a tube, I suggest you hold that loogie in your mouth.
I feel like this happened a day ago as well, and I feel like this is the guy. This February 5th, 2026. This is the guy that we're talking about, right? Like look at this. He's talking to the at the 74th National Prayer Breakfast with El Salvador's President Bukele, right?
It's amazing.
Look at this.
Memphis, Tennessee is another one. The mayor works with us. And, it's nice when they work with us. It's just so much easier. Sometimes we can't work with them. Like in Minnesota, they won't work with us, but we've still driven crime down 25%. If we didn't have to fight this
Hold on, let
horrible
me see if I could go find where he was talking to the president of El Salvador.
look like babies, it's true. These are some of the meanest, most vicious people. The president over here, the
Here we
worst.
go.
They don't stand, they're very smart. Vicious, our criminals look like babies. It's true. These are some of the meanest, most vicious people. They only gave us the worst. They don't send, they're very smart. Guys like the president over here, El Salvador. He's sent us a few. I don't want to talk to him about it.
Wait, I'm sorry. I think I messed up. Can I find a beginning point here? Because I
Sure.
saw this in a clip. And
Generally speaking, if they've killed in another country, they're living beautifully. Killed 3 people in a certain country and is now living beautifully here. Because generally speaking, if they've killed in another country, they're not going to be the best of citizens. And they're rough people. Remember in the campaign, I used to say that their criminals make our criminals look like babies. It's true. These are some of the meanest, most vicious people. They only gave us the worst.
he's talking about immigrants and how like only the worst come over here from like countries. And then
Yeah.
the president of El Salvador is right there, and he says this.
They don't send, they're very smart. Guys like the president over here, El Salvador. He's sent us a few. I don't want to talk to him about it. But he sends us some real bad ones. He's not, Look, you just say it. We'll do it more positive. Isn't it true that you
He said he sends us some real bad ones. Like, sir.
will not send your good people to the United States? Wouldn't you say? Look at him. He doesn't know. He said, what's going on here? But no, he sends bad people to the United States. And I'm going to talk to him after this. But I love him. He's done a great job, right? He's not, they're smart people. And they're very.
What is he even, what?
What is he trying to say? I don't get it.
He's basically saying that who's supposed to be like a friend of his, he's basically saying that he sends over bad people, which is like, bro, what are you even going on about? Like, that's your man's. Like, why are you? Oh no.
I mean, I understand what he said, but what is he doing? I don't understand.
I don't think he's all there. I think is my point here, because this is the post. Apparently, the beginning of the post is about election fraud, and then this is the tail end of that post.
The White House has taken down a Truth Social video.
Okay, I'm not good at this today.
Depicting former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama as monkeys. The White House says a staffer erroneously made the post. It was up for 12 hours. Senator
Yo, did you hear that?
12 hours.
12 hours.
Tim Scott posted to X, quote, praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House.
That's Trump's man's. Tim Scott is Trump's man's.
I know.
The president should remove it. The video was mostly about vote counting technology before scrolling to an apparent AI-generated image of the Obama's faces photoshopped onto two monkeys, a racist trope. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says, quote, this is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle.
That makes it even worse. You
think he'd be Simba or Scar?
I don't know. None of them, honestly. I'd rather Scar than Donald Trump at this point.
You wouldn't call him young Simba?
This is crazy, bro. What are we talking about? Young Simba, like, what are we talking about right now?
My bad. I'm sorry.
And Democrats as characters from The Lion King. The clip from Trump's post is not from
Disney's
The Lion King, as the movie does not feature gorillas or orangutans. Barack Obama's former national security advisor
let it haunt Trump and his racist followers that future Americans will embrace the Obamas as beloved figures while studying him as a stain on our history.
Announced the video, calling Trump a, quote, stain on American history. The White House has dismissed the video, calling the criticism, quote, fake outrage.
Oh, fake outrage.
Oh my gosh. I just would love to see, like, how else are they going to spin this?
But so, okay. Can we start first with the fact that he does this all the time? It's just that this one was like racist, but he's always like towing the line to like what outrageous thing he could post.
That's very true. Just like even just about from saying S-hole countries to low key saying that he's going to incite war and different things of that nature. Like, he's always been towing the line. Like, someone in his PR group needs to take away his phone.
Oh yeah, you're right. He has done this before, like the Mexican judge thing, right?
Yep.
I feel like also, I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging, right? I could be wrong here, but I feel like when you're talking about America, the United States of America, I can't. Again, I can't speak for other countries. I can only speak for the one that I live in and the one whose history like I'm familiar with, right? I don't think. Let me be very clear. You know what? No think. This is in the United States of America. Okay? It is never okay. There isn't a time where it's all right because of the history of this country where you can present any image or content in where you're comparing black people to monkeys. It just that isn't what you do. Like, I don't think it's like a sensitivity thing. I don't think it's edgy. I don't know. I just feel like
Edgy,
you don't do it.
yeah, you just keep that away. I just I have no words, and I feel like I mean, I guess we could just move right along. The most that I can say is that this is on par for the course. We have been saying this since the Central Park Five, since even before that. Before then, he Donald Trump has been pretty much loud and proud about who he is. It's just like, what Kano was saying, maybe he's getting older, so it becomes more prevalent and they're less likely to kind of mask it now. But at this point in time, what are you gonna say? I really would love to hear from other Black conservatives about
How do
this concept.
how do you feel about the cover up?
What cover up? I don't feel. I
They're
feel
blaming it on the intern. They're saying it was like an intern or staff member that did it, and it wasn't. It was at
it
the
was
end of the
on. It was on
election.
for 12 hours, and if it's an intern that did it, no matter how you look at it, bro, they doesn't. To me, you are an extension of your team.
All right,
You
let
are
me
an
let me let
extension of
me
your team.
let me let
You
me
you
ask you
you
straight
you
out.
did this, and it doesn't bode well with all the other things you said in the past, and
Let,
that was
let, let
all
me
you.
let
So
me ask
let's
you
let's
straight
stop with
out.
that.
Is there any way you could take like a second or two to think about it? Is there any way you could defend this? Like if someone came to you, it was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna give you 100K if you could fix this. Is there like a way that you could defend this? Any way that you could flip the story to make it?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't even have time to think about it. I don't need time. There's nothing you could do.
Okay, so
Uh, I, I,
there's a reason why I asked that
and it's
because
because of who he is. It's because of who he is. Number one, like we could have went with the whole it's an intern and whatever. We could have went with that if we knew that he never had a history of being racist.
right, right. The reason I asked though is because you'll see it. It's there on the internet. Some of his supporters they don't even think it's a dog whistle. Forget that it's blatant racism. They don't even think it's a dog whistle. They think it's like, oh, it's just the AI generated video that he didn't even make, and he put it because he's the king of the jungle, and then the other animals were just like coincidences. I saw that because Joe Biden's also a monkey, I think, in the video, and they're like, Joe Biden's a monkey, and it's just like, okay,
But Michelle and Barack Obama are the biggest monkeys.
like, yeah, I don't.
There's no way you could spin this. There's no way you could fix this.
So if someone's
Um,
trying to excuse this, they're like, are they? What is? Are they racist? Are they just tone deaf? Or like what?
I think what do you mean the people that's covering it up?
Well, the people that support Trump and they're like, oh no, this is you guys are making it more than it is. You know?
I'm really starting to believe is like it's kind of like the same example that you gave me. I'm starting to believe that these guys are getting paid to be on to kind of explain away these things. Ever since I've seen these people try to explain away Alex Preddy,
Yeah.
I was sold on the fact, oh, okay, they're getting paid to do this
You're
because
right.
there's no other way. There's no other way.
Yeah.
There's no other way you cannot you try to explain away what my eyes saw by saying there was this one conservative that was basically saying, oh, well, we gotta look at all the facts. Oh, what was the fact? Oh, just 11 days ago, he Alex Preddy broke a tail light from one of the ICE agents' vehicles.
That was AI, right? That video was AI, right?
I don't know if it's AI or not, but let's throw a dog a bone and let's say it's real. That was 11 days ago. What? How does that correlate to him getting disarmed, and after him getting disarmed and subdued by a bunch of ICE agents, the guy decides to pull out his gun and still shoot him. That still happened. That still was a fact that you cannot explain away. He could be an aggressor, but who's more aggressive? The person that's on the ground being subdued, has his gun taken away, or the one that's holding the gun while the guy is down. He's the aggressor. So
You look at
it
this
doesn't make sense to me, bro.
AI.
That's supposed to be Alex Preddy.
Yeah, AI altered photos, videos of Minneapolis shooting. Social media users are trying to use AI. Oh wait, this isn't that. My bad.
But either way, AR or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even make sense. There's no correlation, and then there's a bunch of people. The rest of them eat that stuff up and say, "Oh, yeah, I need to know all the facts before I act like I'm an idiot or something like that." They said in the comments, and I'm like, "No, you're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot. You're the sheep. You think that we're the sheep, but you're the sheep." And I feel like those people are getting paid by the Trump administration in some way, shape, or form, to make Trump look better than, like, to really clean up his mess. Because I do feel like he's an old man. He's gonna say what he wants, and he probably feel like, I'll say whatever the hell I want. And then you go to the content creators, the PR team. Guys, you guys are gonna be on here 24/7, 365, because Trump is gonna be wilding out.
Yeah, they get
You know what I mean? So
they get to
that's
that
my
bag.
point. They get honestly, like you said, 100K. I'm pretty sure some of these content creators don't get 100K that quickly because anyway, I'm
Well,
not even gonna continue.
Well, we could move on from this, but Kamala Harris did respond, and she said, "No one believes this cover up from the White House, especially since they originally defended the Post. We are all clear-eyed about who Donald Trump is and what he believes." So, I also saw that Hakeem Jeffries said F Trump. So, yeah, this was wild. This was a wild thing, and
It kind of, just as a side joke, it kind of makes me want to know. I forgot whose funeral they were at, but Trump and Obama were sitting next to each other, and then they were like laughing and joking around. It makes me wonder, like, what were they joking around about? While Trump really deep down inside think you're a monkey. Like,
I haven't heard this. Let's hear this together.
Got it now.
Do you hear it?
So
Yeah.
I just looked at the first
Is that some
part. It was about voter fraud in someplace, Georgia. There was a lot of voter fraud, 2020 voter fraud. And I didn't see the whole thing. I guess during the end of it, there was some kind of that people don't like. I wouldn't like it either, but I didn't see it. I looked at the first part, and it was really about voter fraud and the machines, how crooked it is.
I'm sorry. Did he say I looked at it?
yeah,
So it's not like a staffer.
it's not a staffer.
You think it has to be frustrated working with this man, right?
Like, all right,
We
Trump.
came up with a plan.
Remember, it's the staffer, not you. Yeah, got it. Solid, got it. Yeah, I was looking at the video and
I only saw the first part.
Yo, that's hilarious. That is sad and hilarious at the same time. But maybe they should have went with that instead of the staffer. They probably should have went with his story. His story to me is a little bit more believable. Like you're an old dumb man, and you did not watch the video the whole way through, and then you just decided to post. Like that actually is a little bit more believable.
He can never be wrong though. Like his whole thing is that he can never be wrong. Yo, I bought a Stanley, right? I'm gonna tell you something. I wanted to get like a 48 ounce or 64 ounce Stanley. I forgot. But then I saw that they had 96 ounces for the same exact price as like a 64. So I was like, why don't I just get the bigger one, right? I had no idea that this is what 96 ounces looks like. Like, this is crazy work. I'm gonna drink this right now because I paid for it. But this is
What is in there? Water?
yeah, this is water.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Get your water on, bro. Get hydrated.
This is crazy. This is the microphone. This is
Yo! I'm crying. But you're right. Yo, man, shout out to you, Kano, getting hydrated.
thank you. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
For real? Dang, so that's crazy. Well, I guess it's just me and the empty world out there. I don't know what to talk about or what to say. Wonder if there's anybody in the chat. No, nobody's in the chat. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Uh, I mean, if you guys are gonna be in the chat, much love to y'all. I guess I'm gonna talk about things that I kind of want to talk about for real. So I was watching this video of this young lady sharing about the racism that's happening, low-key racism that's happening in games today. And remember, they were supposed to come out with in 2024 about not God of War, Assassin's Creed Civil War, and the Assassin's Creed Civil War was supposed to be about slavery times during the no, never mind. Here we go.
What are you? What?
I was trying to make up the space by sharing a story that I wanted to talk about.
Okay. What do you want to get to now?
What was the next? Let's get into J. Cole. Let's get into Cole.
All right. So there's a man by the name of Jermaine Cole. And he's from a small little town called Fayetteville, North Carolina. You know, I didn't realize that he's really from the South. Like that's really the South.
He's from the same state as Fonte.
I thought you was gonna say the baby.
Oh no, don't really no. But yeah, definitely Fonte, and I don't know if Rapper Big Pooh's from North Carolina too, but they kind of share the same roots in a way.
Well, okay, so it's a 2-disc, 24-song album. It's supposed to be his last album, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm looking for. What?
Oh my gosh, this thing. I was just thinking about like if he came out with a comeback album, it'll probably be like The Climb On. But that was
What?
a really bad joke.
Wow.
Bad joke.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking for his the message thing that he wrote the other day.
I'm coming back from the Ville. I'm coming back from the Ville. Sorry.
No, that's cool. That's weird.
I'm singing, and then I get to rapping like this, really aggressive, and then I sing again.
So he said here, he said the Fall Off is a double album made with the intentions to be my last. He does give us some information on disc 29 and disc 39. So the first disc is called disc 29, and it's about him returning to Fayetteville when he's 29 years old. And then disc 39 is insight into his mindset at a similar trip home, but this time he's 39. So that's, conceptually that's cute,
That's actually, I don't think it's cute. It's actually a pretty dope concept. I actually respect that concept. Yeah, he's 39 right now.
I'll be real with you. I don't think the concept is like, no, he's 41. I don't think the concept is like super crazy. You know what I mean? Like I feel like when Lupe did The Cool, Now that was like a wild concept, right? Like,
I mean, but we're talking about Lupe. I feel like there's really dope concepts, and then there's astronomical, whimsical concepts, and I feel like that's the territory.
I don't feel like that concept carries this album. Like, I it gives it context to certain songs, but I feel like it's Cole's lyricism and songwriting that carries the album. It isn't really those. Maybe I'm bugging, but yeah, we got it. We got to
I don't
get
know.
right.
I would. I mean, maybe we'll. We agree on we agree on a lot, but I feel like after listening to this album at least 3 times already, um, I think I kind of disagree. I think
You've listened to all
that
24 songs 3 times.
yeah, well, 2.5.
All right. Well, here's the first question. He's been hyping up the Fall Off for a while. It's kind of like his detox, except it came out.
I'm
Did
done.
it live to the hype? Could a project live to the hype of the Fall Off? He's been talking about how this is going to be his Reasonable Doubt, his Illmatic. Do you feel like it lived up to that?
Like it lived up to it as a standalone project, or compared to his other projects.
I I don't know.
Okay, so
I feel like
let me
maybe
just answer that. Maybe I'm getting a little too complicated. Let me answer the question. I don't think so. I feel like I, dang, maybe I was too quick to say that. Now, clip me in the comments if you want. Clip me, cut me up, get at me if you want to. I was not. It was not. I was really expecting something different.
So what were you expecting?
I was expecting masterful, barring people up, mixed with some uh, heavy concepts and some fire.
Bro,
Uh,
I gotta push back on you a little bit. Pause.
hey, yo,
If we're talking about hip hop's landscape, who's making a better album than this, right? Like today.
if you want me to be honest, I feel like this is. I feel like Man of the Garden and Reincarnated.
I hate you.
I feel Man of the Garden. Like if you're gonna compare it, I feel like those two tracks kind of stomp on the majority of this project.
You know, I was telling a live. I really, really, really enjoyed GNX. But you know what GNX didn't do? It didn't give me chills. When I listened to it, this joint had a few joints that gave me chills. Nothing on GNX is like the Let Out. Absolutely nothing on GNX is like the Let Out.
So here we go. Oh man, I'm gonna love. This is the best part of this podcast because we're gonna go back and forth. We the fall the what is it? The Let Out is one of the best songs, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
The man is singing. He's not rapping.
Oh, he's rapping on there, bro.
Where
He's rapping on there.
he's rapping, but he's singing rapping. Like it's not really rapping for real.
That's crazy. That is insane. So you're gonna discount the bars, and it's quick because it is crazy because he is singing, but it is.
Let me go on Genius. Let me go on Genius real quick.
It's a quick scheme.
Oh, he's a
You can't play it, right? Because we're getting in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not listening to it. I just want to see the lyrics.
And it is quick. It's a quick delivery for it to be singy songy. And he does that on a few tracks here. Some joints are melodic, bro. You're a hater. Yo, why is my internet not working? Can you hear me?
So yeah, I'm hearing you. And
okay.
Whoa, pause. Swinging testicles. Whoa, this is not even the song. That was definitely Judea. I'm crying. inside the club on a wall. She was right there beside me. Couldn't tell there was danger around me. Dang, she blinded me. Please watch your step, I heard from a concerned gentleman. He was about my age with a face that displayed he was genuine. Be safe, he said. Heard Negroes was loud in the hallway. By the bathroom door, they was plotting on you and your compadre.
And he's doing that fast. It's by the bathroom door, they was plotting on you and your compadres. Like he is
So I sobered
rapping
up quick with a heightened sense of fear in me.
with the
What
F you
the
doing in
you
that hood with no
doing?
security. Like, yeah, he's rapping it.
Mm,
It's melodic, it's bone thuggish, but he's still rapping it.
okay, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I guess. But I'm just saying, like,
No.
I'm just saying, like, these bars
Yeah.
are. I want to think back to Jay. I want to think back to Jid. I want to think back to Kendrick. I want to think back to those. And I like. I don't want to. I don't want to be. I don't want to like be crazy on the critique of every single bar he spits. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that if I wanted to go to Forest Hills Drive and listen to Forest Hills Drive, if I wanted to go to what's the other one, the last season, whatever the season, the final season, whatever, the one with the fight with the hoop with the fire and all that. If I wanted to go back to that album and hear that, if I wanted to go back to the was it All Control Delete, whatever that joint
Mike
was.
delete this later.
Might delete this later. I was like, All Control Delete, I'm dead. I'm sounding like an old man. But if I want to go back and hear that, I would go back and hear that. I felt like that's what, at least for disc one, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. I've heard the Let Out. The Let Out is like an enhanced version of some of the singy-songy tracks that he usually does on all his other songs. This is truly my opinion. Disc 2 is when he got super experimental, in my opinion.
This one is fire.
This one is a mixture of Forest Hills Drive and all the other albums that came after that.
Rolls Royce, please don't sell these rappers no more colorings. They unoriginal. Plus, I know they don't be budgeted. Or do you hate them?
You know, that's what that's what John asked me. John was like, "Yo, you hate him. You just hate him." I was like, maybe I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm just as not as big of a J. Cole fan as I thought I would have been after, once when I hear the follow. Maybe that's what it was.
Let me tell you something about me.
I'm just not
I am a simple man. You gotta give me 3 things, and I'm just gonna be a happy camper. You give me fire beats, which him and T Minus did that thing on here.
Yeah, these beats are amazing.
Give me fire beats. Give me high elite lyricism. Right? Give me those 2 things, and then give me some intelligence. Like, I just want some substance, something in there like that makes me go, because sometimes that's what
all of that was in there. All of that was in there, but you could find that once again.
What do you want him to do? You want him to rap upside down, bro? Like, I don't.
I was expecting that one to fall off. Yes,
bro, and also he does do stuff here that's very mature. Like, this is disc 1, the safety. It's the Quay joint where he's talking about that his man's died from acquired immune deficiency syndrome because he was gay and in the closet. That was a crazy verse.
It wasn't crazy. It was dope.
That joint really gave me chills, bro.
It was dope.
It was crazy that he said D in the booty tight pants.
Yeah, he was wild with that. He was.
But
he was wild. He was wild with quite a few with that line. It was kind of crazy.
But it was some creative. What's it called when you have creative? Not control. What's that joint called where you could be creatively crazy because it's creative?
There's a word. There's a word for that.
Yeah, it's insane. No, it's It gives you like a creative right. Like you could go a little left with your creation because you're trying to paint a picture. You know. I mean, he almost said that word, right? We turned our backs on him. Some of us called him nah, times change. I know that's wrong. I was like, ooh, that cool, bro. Yo, safety was it. Also, a lot of these joints.
Safety reminded me of '03 Adolescence.
Okay.
Yeah,
So a
that's
lot
what
of
it
these
was for me.
joints, like 2-6, it samples and has the essence, at least for the 2-6 is wild. 2-6 is wild. It's the last Mr. Biggs, the trial record. It has that energy. That's like a Mobile, Alabama joint, right?
All right, here
Safety
we.
for me felt like one love from Nas. You know what I mean? Actually, you don't feel like it. If you hear the drums are very similar.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna hold you. Safety gives you the reminiscent of that song. Yes, of One Love. I want to say I want to put it out there. 2-6. If it if it was Kendrick, if it was Kendrick, there would have been like he would have done something with the 2-6 with even within the bar, with the bars and how it was written.
You know why is 2-6, right?
Explain it.
I got you. Because I didn't know. I got. It's a Fayetteville thing. It's
Is it a
it's,
Fayetteville thing where within the bars he does something with the bars where he reflects back to 2-6 in some way, shape, or form?
nah, I gotta find.
Because I feel like if it was Kendrick, he would have included that, do some like 2-6 syllable rhyme scheme within it, plus do something even with the hook, and everything will be surrounded 2-6 because that's how Kendrick's brain works. Um,
I saw a video on YouTube. It was an OG, and he was talking about how years ago, he combined everybody from Fayetteville, and they was 2-6, and they was doing the ad lib that he does. I don't want to mess it up because I'm not gonna remember it. But the that joint, I think I just did it. That
Sexy Red
was
does that. She's from Fayetteville.
no, she from she not from Fayetteville.
I thought he just stole that from Sexy Red.
Nah, so I thought that too, but I saw the interview, and the interview was kind of old. I wish I would have saved it actually. But he was talking about how north, south, east, west Fayetteville dudes, he brought them together, and whenever you went, hey, they knew it was them 2-6 dudes, like they all together, Fayetteville together.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, and that 2-6 joint is really a southern joint. Like you hear it, it's a southern joint. And he did that. He did that a lot. Hey, like the Who the F is You? That's that Mob Deep. The drop a gem on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the second joint, the Villas is Mob Deep. The
Yo,
Realest.
this too is where I felt like he came alive and was really pushing the envelope.
Yeah, the Only You joint. I love Jacure, bro. So when the Only You joint came on, I was like, wow. Like,
I should have been listening to the tracks. I should have been listening to the tracks and like getting the titles of the song.
Only You is
But
a little burner one.
Only You was amazing, bro. The other one where he kind of takes DMX's hook.
Oh, that's the life joint. The what's that
Oh
joint?
my gosh, and it was so mature. Like it felt so, and
Life Sentence.
and actually that's why I really feel like so maybe, and this is coming from me. I feel like 29-year-old Cole coming back to Fayetteville. Maybe that's why I'm not really feeling 29 so much, because maybe it's a very wild, like a very this is how I was when I was 29 type deal. And then now you're 39, you're much wiser. You know how to bar people up. you really get grounded with your lyricism, and I felt he was grounded. I felt like he was actually he was. I feel like every time I was listening to the disc one, I felt like it was the same thing over and over and over again. And I was like, yo, this reminds me of Forest Hills Drive.
I
This
can
reminds me of KOD. This reminds me of that. Then I went to disc two, and I was just like,
he's
okay, all right. Like
he's
this
giving
is
you some of the best bars in the world. You're like, I've heard this before. This is
was it really the best bars you
yes,
heard?
yes. No one raps like no one
Can you
raps
give me
like
a couple more bars? Can you give me another bar? 'Cause
it's not. It's
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's so much the quotables, but it's the way that he sets his bars up and like it's the rhyme schemes. It's like bro, he is out. His flow is water on every song.
But his
Like,
flow was water on every song previously.
right, so how are you holding that against him? The fact that he's been nice his whole life.
Oh no, thank you, iPad.
And I gotta appreciate Cole because I feel his first two albums, like after the warm up, he struggled. Like Mr. Nice Watch is a song that exists
Yeah,
in this world.
that drink was cheese wax.
Yeah,
But
so you
but
gotta
but
appreciate.
but the fall. But here's so. But when we talk about the fall off, everybody talks about the fall off. Before the fall off came out, it was like a god-like album that was going to change the realm and the spectrum of hip hop as we know it. That's how everybody. When the fall off come out, it's gonna be amazing. When the fall off come out, when the
Nah,
fall off, when
you're
the fall
bugging.
off, when the fall off,
I'm
when the
sorry.
fall off.
Drum and bass, and I get it. It is very low energy. It is near monotone, but
Is drum and bass this one or this two?
this one. He goes, "You hear my words, but got no clue about who I really am. From shark infested waters, phrases like that make me sound harder and more ruthless. But the truth is that I merely swam out the stolo semis bland willy nilly over kilograms. Ninjas selling rocks like Steely Dan.
I'm not saying he's not
What?
nice. I'm not saying he's not
Bro,
nice.
bro.
I give him that he's nice, but it's already been proven that he's nice.
You hear my words, but you got no clue who I really am, right? So you misunderstand me because when I say from shark infested waters, that makes me sound like wilder than I really am, because I merely swam, right? Like semis blam, and then it's like bro, what?
Okay.
Why do you hate him?
I don't hate him. These are fire bars. I know that these bars are amazing. It's great.
It's
I know you can rap. I know you can put words together. You know what it is? Creature told me this. Creature told me this. He was like, yeah, it's great that you could put words together and you could rap. But if that's it, then
but
what
that's
else
not
are you doing?
it. That's
What else are you doing?
That's not it. These
But
songs
that's
are
all.
full
But
with
he does.
substance.
But you're acting like what he does is not like you was not gonna expect that of him. I was expecting high level lyricism. You expected it because he was already doing high elite level bars of like beforehand.
So because he met your expectations.
No, I had higher expectations. I had higher expectations. I had higher expectations because I knew that he can spit fire. I knew that, and I knew that he could do that with substance. I know that. I like this isn't a pop quiz for me. If someone heard the fall off, be like, "Yo, this guy's amazing." Yeah, you probably don't have to hear the rest of his work anymore either because he does the same stuff. He does the same stuff. He just enhanced it a little bit more on the fall off. That's it. That's how I felt.
Bro,
at least until disc one came. This too came and he
I'm gonna
became more
argue for this.
experimental with his flow.
I
He
love
became more
this too.
experimental with his flow. He definitely utilized his the capability of like his songwriting. His songwriting was reaching to new heights. He really put in more of an effort on this too, in my opinion, to be very different from where he was before. I really do believe that. I can't really explain it right now the way that you probably could explain certain things because I'm really out here trying to but like just even the song, like he literally said this is the realest song I ever wrote. Talking about his wife. Like that had a lot of depth in just that by itself. I'm sorry, bro. Like I just felt like
I wish
this
Joe was
too
there.
this too was the
I wish
shining
Alive was
light.
there. I really do wish Alive was there because he'd be way more passionate about disagreeing with you. He'd be very, very more passionate about it. But
Probably find different ways to thwart my argument. But I'm just saying, like it's Cole rapping at a high level, talking about some deep stuff. Kendrick did this with Aunt Diaries, I think it's called, where his uncle became his aunt. My man talked like yo, and it was a
that's not the
completely
same though. That's not the
I
same
was a
because
complete
Kendrick wasn't going crazy on that joint.
but that's a so fine. Kendrick wasn't
Because
stringing bars together, but there was
Kendrick
a
can't rap
certain
like
level of
Cole.
depth to it.
Kendrick can't rap like Cole, that's not a shot at Kendrick because in the same way
Kendrick,
Cole
and this is
can't
this is
Cole
also
can't
this is also my
make songs like
argument.
Kendrick.
This is also my argument, and the only reason why I press it on Kendrick is because of the big three battle and beef or whatever the case may be. But what I'm trying to say is that nah, Kendrick does not rap at a lower level than Cole.
100%,
Kendrick raps differently from Cole.
which is a lower level
Kendrick,
than Cole.
Kendrick, and it's not a lower level because it's not a lower level because, like I told you, he there's literal representations of where he uses words to represent certain things, or like the big example was him rapping in iambic pentameter when he did the first track on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. He did that, right. Another concept is like he can willingly dumb down the lyrics and create a freaking soulful track
I
like
mean,
Luther. We already got that from him. And there was still more depth within that. There's a track, not with the clips, but there's a track with Pusha T and him, and he literally numbers like he utilizes the numbers in each bar that he was in. There was some sort of level of arithmetic that was within it.
yeah, and
Cole don't
that's
have none of
impressive.
that.
That's
Cole can
impressive.
do punchlines. Cole
Listen,
can give you the flashy punchlines, which is dope. But you're not doing it on a level that is intellectually as sound as Kendrick could do it.
listen, and that
You're
might be
not. This is different. Maybe Kendrick cannot do the punchlines the way
no
Cole can
Kendrick
do
can't rap like
punchlines,
Cole.
and
It's not
Ken
just
and
punchline.
Kendrick
He
cannot
can't
and
rap
Kendrick
like
may
Cole.
not and Kendrick may not. But he can't. When you say can't rap like
Well,
him, you're saying it in a sense that
you're
he is
impressed
lower. He's on a lower level than
100%.
Cole. When that is not the case, it's completely different.
I
They
I think
invest in different ways of rhyming.
so you're impressed by being able to rhyme in iambic pentameter. Well, what's the second thing that you said that he did? Because the number schemes is the third thing. What's the second thing you said he did? Um, well,
Or the
whatever.
willingness to dumb down
Oh, okay,
With
yeah.
Luther.
All right, that could be impressive to you, and it is right, but that's not rapping. That's artistic. That's his artistic ability.
That is rapping, and that's rapping
Because
with
if we
artists.
talking rapping, you not.
But that's taking it to another level.
This isn't it, bro. My
But
auntie is a man now.
Level,
I think I'm old enough to understand
that's exactly
now.
my point.
He rap man now with understand now.
Cole can string
he rap
words
man
together.
now with understand now, bro. My auntie is a man now. I think I'm old enough to understand now. Cool.
And it still worked.
It's artistic, but it isn't. It's not high level lyricism, bro.
Please don't say that when you do it too.
Yeah.
Stop it, Cano. You do it too.
But I also could do
iPad.
But
you
I could
do
also
the same thing.
But I also do what Cole does.
You do. It's called phantom. It's called phantom rhyme schemes. It's a phantom rhyme scheme. That's what you do.
Right.
We do that. We all do. When we can't find the right word, we do that. And that's how you use. And that's how you do things artistically. That makes it. That's what makes it intelligent. What are you talking about right now?
Guest jacket. Like I get it. Like, but it's not the same.
All right, agree to disagree because I'm getting riled up, but agree to disagree. I think artistically, Kendrick, and if that's the case, then my point is the artistic side of things is what we need to bring hip hop to another level, to bring it to a level where it's like super. And it's still relatable, and then he still does it, and it's still relatable because people like Lupe would do something like that, and it's not relatable. I think Kendrick could do this, and it's relatable.
He's also not really that great of a technical rapper.
Okay,
and
take back all the things you said before.
And me personally, I stand the technical rap. The rappers who are technically perfect are like going always, not always, because I do enjoy. I like Kendrick. GNX was dope for me, and I do think. So when I compare, that is crazy. When I compare Kendrick to Cole, it's like comparing Michael Jordan to LeBron, right? Like it's two guys that nobody could come close to in the game right now. And I think we should talk about this one day. Drake is no longer in this conversation, right? Like I know he is the face of hip hop for the 2000s with the hits and whatever, but when we're talking about like the big three, there is no big three. It's a big two, and it's Cole and Kendrick. And if you were to put project by project by project, by song by song, by bar, and I don't care about how much you sold. I don't care about how much you sold. I don't care if the marketing machine was behind you, right? I'm talking about straight reviews. Like real criticism, real hip hop heads. I don't think Drake is in that conversation anymore. I think it is just Kendrick and Cole. So when I compare them, that's the context of it. Like, but I'm telling you, he don't rap like Cole. He don't rap like Cole. Nobody else rap like Kendrick though. But we gonna disagree on this because I think you're a bigger Kendrick fan than you are a Cole fan. And
I am.
And I think you were expecting like a Kendrick album from Cole.
I was expecting him to push the envelope.
And listen, I get what you're saying because I love Black Thought. But sometimes I'll go through his whole project and I'll be like, man, I wish you kind of did something else here. Like I get you the best rapper to ever put words together. You want to try singing? But like, you wanna go another lane with this? Like you barked me up for 4 songs straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also don't think that's what Cole's doing. Cole's giving you melodies, and from the very beginning, he's trying to switch it up. He doesn't have that wide lens of artisticness that Kendrick does. I'll give you that. Like he can't. Cole isn't going to hear Lefty Gunplay and keep Lefty Gunplay on the song going. Man, what's the crazy hilarious that joint? Spooky, like he's not going, he's not going to keep that on there. Kendrick will keep the yell. You know that infamous yelling that he does on It's On You or It's On I, or where he's losing his mind. He's just yelling.
I think it's You.
It's On You, or keeping Schoolboy Q's ad libs for I forget the song, but it's the yak yak yak. You know that? Man down like that joint. Cole's not going to do that. He don't have that artistic thing, but you got to go to Cole for what Cole does, which is elite lyricism. And you could think Kendrick is a better lyricist. I'm not going to argue that Kendrick isn't a better lyricist. I'm going to say though, in my opinion, technically, if we're talking about like the technical of I'm looking for some lyrics right now. Of what he did on the song, the one that's in reverse. Kendrick can't do that. Kendrick can't rap like that. Even on his deepest, hardest hitting songs like Rigor Mortis. Not the deepest, I mean like lyrically, like technically, like Rigor Mortis. There's a few others where he goes off.
There's other ones. And there's also
he relies heavily on delivery. He relies a lot on his content.
And Cole relies heavily on the stringing these words, the technical side of things. But I feel like, but the reason why I was arguing with you in the whole thing is because I agree with everything you're telling me right now. There are things that Cole can do better than with Kendrick, and there are things that Kendrick can do that is better than Cole. I'm saying they're different, not better. They're different. So but I'm not even. I know that I made comparisons. Let me backtrack, and of course I guess I put my foot in my mouth with this. I don't want to make the comparisons anymore. I'm just saying that I like my argument about the fall off and why I was not impressed, and I was like, oh, okay, this is fire, and this is what I expected, but it really wasn't here for me like that until this 39 came about, and I started seeing a little bit more of what I was expecting. Is the fact that I just felt like I know that you can do this. I know that this is amazing and this is wonderful and this is like and I'm not saying that he's doing it on a high he is doing it on a high level, but I knew you could do it on a high level, and I knew you could make songs and different things like that. I was just waiting for more.
Okay, let me move this on a little bit, right? Let me get your opinion on
I can't do it. You can do it, but I can't do it.
What?
The Steve, you don't see Stevie on there? Steve is
all right,
saying Cold World.
Let's see what he's saying here. He said Cold World. He said
stop playing enough. He's the man.
Enough. It's funny. I'm gonna share a little conversation that me and Joe had this morning. We was talking, and I was like, yo, how do you think Steven feels right now? Listening to the fall off. And Alive goes, yo, that man must be like on the rings of Saturn with happiness, bro. Because if there's one person who has been telling y'all that Cole is the best out the big three, it was Steven. He was
real is back. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't celebrate it with you, Steve. You my bro. I just can't celebrate it with you.
This is borderline hate, Kyle.
Oh man, but you know what's crazy? It's because so many people are saying how amazing this album is, and I literally go back to it to be like, yo, please, ears, let me be like the majority.
So I can't tell you it's a classic album only because it just came out. But man, does it feel like a classic album? Like I'm just saying, yeah. There's zero skips on, and
zero
I'm the guy. This is why we were talking about Steven today with me and Alive, because I'm the guy who killed J. Cole's first two projects. I think it's because the warm up is so good. The warm up is so dope that it was hard for him to match it, and he didn't until Forest Hills Drives. Like it's. Steve might disagree with that, but that's just my opinion. And then since Forest Hill Drives till now, it's just been classic after classic. I think every album he's put out after that has been exceptional. But yeah, I don't think there's any skips on here, man.
I'll listen to it again
And
and I'll see.
maybe try to stop having him compete against himself. You know, just think of it in the landscape of what we have right now. Like it's him and Kendrick. That's it.
And that but here's the thing. That's what kind of sucks about hip hop now is that we're like we have to settle. We're in a place where we have to settle now. And it's like that's what I feel like that's what you're trying to tell me. Listen to this because look what we got right now. This is all we got.
Wait. I'm not trying to tell you. No. I'm not trying to tell you to settle because he's doing things on it that I am a very narcissistic MC. Okay, I used to listen to LL Cool J and not Nas, maybe not Jay either. LL, some great rappers, and I'd be like, I could do that. Like I rap better than them. Cole is doing stuff on this album that I could never do, or at least I've never thought I could do. Maybe if I had his time in the game,
that's another
liberty in the game. Cole is putting on a rap clinic from track 1 to track 24.
Don't sell yourself too short, Kano. Don't sell yourself too short. You could have done this. You could still do it.
Even the flow, the timings. There are verses
you just can't do his signature flow.
Where he's not, his time is like microseconds off, but it's not off. It's like perfectly in sync for the song and the verse. That's hard.
People, all right.
Kendrick does it too. I
wasn't gonna say Kendrick. I was gonna say me, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna shut up. Yo, listen. Honestly,
I think you're a great artist. I do think you're a great artist, but I think this is a great project, bro.
Let me just say this. I do think it's a great project.
Okay. How about this? How about I make you matter?
Okay.
How about because I called Joe this morning, like I said, alive, and I said, "Hey,
I'm mad that you guys don't call me. You
be working, right?
Each other. What time did you? What time? What time was doing
11
it?
in the morning.
Oh,
I would. I thought about it, but I wasn't sure.
I'm definitely working for sure.
I was like, yo, tell me if I'm bugging. But out of the big three,
it's just Big Meek.
And you could throw in Wale in there, you could throw Meek in there, you could throw anybody from our generation, Chance, whatever. Am I tripping, or is this the best album from that generation? A live pushback with To Pimp a Butterfly. I went back and I listened to Pimp a Butterfly today. I might be going through recency bias, but I think yes. I think time will tell. This is the best album to date from the big three. This is better than anything else Cole has ever done. Better than anything Drake has ever done. And I think it beats like
I'm not
like this.
I think it has. I think it does make me matter because I don't think there's anything that Cole, and maybe it's because of substance and topics and things like that. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is for black people. I think that I think Cole hasn't rapped about anything outside of himself and whatever experiences that he got, which is cool and all, but I don't see him really going really utilizing his music to really bring about awareness within the culture, within the community. And there was a lot of pushback with To Pimp a Butterfly with how Kendrick was talking about black people in the culture and how y'all need to put the guns down because y'all killing each other at a high rate and different things like that. There's a lot of intelligence that's and a lot of intelligence, and a lot of depth, and a lot of controversy that's been poured into what Kendrick did, into Pimp a Butterfly, um, and into a lot of others. And I feel like people sleep on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers because
Oh
it
yeah,
isn't as lyrical.
I gotta be honest with you. I went back to Mr. Morale, the Big Stepper, and I must have just been upset around that time because I went back and I revisited a few months ago, and it's you know what it is. You know what Mr. Morale, the Big Stepper is for me. I guess is what's happening with you here. It's like I've heard versions of Kendrick that are just spectacular, and I just wasn't blown away. But then I went back and it was the way he strung that whole project together. It is a very like the topics on there are very, very mature. And it's a great album. I don't know if I put it better than To Pimp a Butterfly though. I think that might be my favorite Kendrick record still.
My favorite Kendrick record is definitely Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, um, because of how. But I think it's because of the emotional connection it has to me. Um, it came at a place where I was downtrodden and I was going through depression. I still am going through a lot of depression. You don't just stop going through depression, but Die Hard is a song that I cry to every time it comes on. Um, uh, uh, oh my gosh, Count Me Out is a song that maybe is like my mantra, right? Like a lot, like my mantra for
Wait,
real.
let me stop you. Do you think it's possible that you feel, from your opinion, that Cole
I can
doesn't give
Steve, I can say
emotional?
Cole never did that, but he stopped doing it. Kendrick continued. He's always been talking about it in his music.
I'm
And we can probably say that because and I, you know what, maybe Cole don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole because he's half black. But he don't do it the way Kendrick be doing it.
He did it on Snow in the Bluff joint. Um, real quick, you ever been interrupted while asking a question?
Sorry.
Nah, but nah, because I think I figured this out. Do you feel like this album, Disc One, lacked emotional substance? Like, do you feel like you didn't connect with it emotionally?
One song, which is the one I was telling you about when he's talking about his wife.
That's Disc Two.
Yeah, this two
Disc
is
One.
the
Did you not
this
connect
two.
with
I
it
told
from
you,
Disc
this
One?
two was the point where I woke up and I was like, I see where he's going. I see this. This is where I felt love.
Steven says he was doing it for a long time, but when Kendrick does it, they highlight it more.
Nah, no.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I gotta agree with Martin on this one. I think
No, this
I think that
he did it before. He stopped. Kendrick continued to do it, and they highlighted more because Kendrick continues to do it while Cole doesn't do it.
I also think that's Kendrick's superpower. I think that's where he makes up for the lack of technical skill. Is you know,
Listen, I listen. I know. I'll be hating on the first two projects of Cole, but I was alive at the warm up. As a matter of fact, I think
I
I'm the
used
one
to
that brought Cole to Kano,
no,
if I'm not mistaken.
no.
Who was it, Renee?
You brought Kendrick. No, I found Cole on my own. You
No, you bugging, bro.
no, you
I could
found
have
Kendrick
sworn
before
I
me.
showed you the freestyle,
No,
the
no, no,
first
no,
ever freestyle he had on Hot 97 or something like that.
no,
I
no,
said,
no,
yo,
no,
check this cat out.
no. You put me on the Kendrick. I give you that the not well. You didn't put me on the Kendrick. You put Kyle on the Kendrick, who put me on the Kendrick. So you basically put us on the Kendrick.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
But you also put me on the Drake real early on because I had no idea who it was. I've never seen Degrassi in my life, and I think this is before
Wheelchair Jimmy.
this is like before Replacement Girl or whatever that joint is. This is when he's doing that mixtape in the autumn fall thing.
Yo, that joint was that best album to date from that man. No, I'm kidding.
You put me. I say that you put me on, and you also put me on the Wale.
Oh wow, the one rap I'm like Snorefest.
You put me on the Wale.
Wale. Oh no,
I think it was Nike boots.
Are you sure it wasn't? Are you sure it was me, or are you sure that wasn't Joe?
I don't know.
Joe loved Wale.
Maybe, but I think it was because Nike. But Joe put me on to Lil Wayne. As crazy as that sounds, like I knew who Lil Wayne was, but he was like, "Yo, you got to listen to the Carter 2." And I was like, "A Lil Wayne? Like wobble, 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 drop it like it's hot?" He was like, "No, he's not rapping like that, bro. That's not how he rapping on the Carter 2." Yeah. Steven said, "We don't know what Cole does behind closed doors, and some people can't just always stay in that world. Maybe Kendrick handles that in the political lane better than Cole." Yo, Steve, forget that. Because he just, bro, Steven just brought something up that I've been thinking for a while. He says right here, right? You don't know what he's going on behind the scenes, and Kendrick might handle these things better, right? I'm listening to this album. And I'm like, you know what I do get from Cole? Cole seems like a person who just wants to have peace and be happy, right? He also seems to have a happy life right now. He seems to be where he wants to be with his family and whatever. And I 100% understand now why he walked away from the battle. Like, it makes sense. This isn't even like a strike on him. And then you look at Kendrick, what he was going through at the time. He was supposedly going through like a separation, and he probably had like a lot of angst and anger in him about that. And I thought about this, and the same thing with Drake. Like Drake, this is so weird that I'm even going to say this, but you look at Drake's family life, right? He raps about it, right? He talks about how he doesn't know if his mom will ever find happiness after his dad, how she goes out with the girlies, and he talks about his baby mom, and so he's also in a place where it's chaotic. Drake and Kendrick going at it makes perfect sense because in a certain dynamic, they have this rage, they have this unresolved trauma within both of them that they have to get out. Cole seems like he's okay. He seems like a person who has it figured out right now, for the most part. Like, obviously, no one's perfect, but he's already lived that dangerous life. The let out is, he goes, "This is a real song, bro. They try to get me in the city that I rap." He don't got time for the drama. And when you think about it, when you think about it like that, man, can you be mad at him for not wanting to be in like a stupid beef? Because it's not like he couldn't handle himself. You hear him on the Blizzard mixtape. You hear him on here. It's not like he couldn't dog walk Drake. I don't know if he could dog walk Kendrick, because Kendrick is like, I ain't gonna say that because you got to see it to see how it plays out. But it wouldn't have been just whatever Drake was doing. You know what I mean?
I think Cole would have won. Well, it really depends.
He has to have that tenacity in him, the ferociousness that Kendrick has. I think Kendrick might have a lot of people beat just because he's so cerebral with his hate. No, you got to understand, like the Meat and the Grams is one of the most diabolical songs I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's very sickening. Like, I feel like that's that he went a little too far, maybe. But
like, maybe Cole doesn't want to go to that
it's a
place.
friendly. It could have been a friendly fade.
Cole has avoided that place in real life. You know what I mean? Why would he want to go there for rap?
That's a good point, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
Cole should. Cole. I mean, just to bring it back to the fall off, real quick. I mean, like you're on a roll, Kano, but I mean, I got to listen to it again. Maybe I got to sit down, really put on some headphones and really zone out to it. Probably have some time tomorrow to do that, but like for real, bro, like I just was not. I'm still am not impressed. This too is when I was like, oh man, I wish you did that in disc 1.
Okay, new question for you. When it's just Cole, no other artist, where does this album rank for you then? because this is my favorite so far. Maybe
You
the
said this is
warm
the
up.
best. You said it's the best album out of
Yeah, I
the.
think this is the best out of all of them.
And that's what
The
you're
warm up.
asking me now.
I'm gonna ask you two questions. I think this, in my opinion, this is the best. I think the warm up might be my favorite, just because he was so hungry on the warm up, and in 09, 08, 09, you could just tell he was gonna be special. You know,
Yeah.
where does this stand for you? Like, is it your favorite? Obviously not. Where do you rank it? And what
Where
is
would I
your
rank
favorite
it
from him?
amongst Cole's albums? Uh, I will put it. I will put it out of all his albums. I really do love KOD, man. I really do. And people hate. People really be hating on that album. I think
KOD
that
is
album is.
amazing.
I think
KOD
that's one of one. I
flows
feel
on
like it's. I feel like
KOD.
low key. I feel like that's where I want. I wanted. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I wanted KOD mixed with the high level lyricism because I felt like there was some high level lyricism in KOD, but not like how it is on the Fall Off. And I felt like if those two things merged together, I think that is what I probably would have wanted from the Fall Off, and
KOD
that's probably would have
conceptually
satisfied me.
KOD conceptually felt like uh, a very, very, very high point for him.
So, but I put the Fall Off and that and KOD pretty close to each other, with probably the Fall Off being
His best,
his best album out of all the albums that he's had. Yeah.
the fall off that
Hmm.
you just hated on.
I hate it. So that's the thing. Y'all, just because I said I'm not impressed does not mean I'm not stupid. Like
Why
just
don't you start with that?
I'm
Why
not
don't you say
stupid.
that?
I'm not
Why don't you
stupid.
preface it with this is a great album that I'm unimpressed by, which I don't
I'm
get.
not. I'm
But
not. Yeah, I'm not. It's a great album. Like I said, it's high level. It's what you said. Cause it's high level lyricism
it's
mixed with
the highest.
the substance and all that stuff. And his when it comes down to high level lyricism with the concepts that he was trying to push out there, it's his best to date. Yes, I agree. I
Actually,
think it could have been better,
if
and
we're
it was
talking about
not. It was not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be leaps and bounds better than all of his projects, and it's not.
high art, and I love Tip and Butterfly, I do. It's my favorite Kendrick album. But if we're talking high art, I think peak moments in hip hop is GNX and the Fall Off. And that might just be because everything led to that evolution of those artists and of those two last projects. Steve, if you still there,
Y'all
like
not the you say you confuse me, Martin. Y'all just not asking the right questions. All right. Y'all said what do y'all think about the fall off? I'm not impressed.
if you know if
And
you
I
were
and I
here,
say that and I say
where do
that
you
for the
rank
clips,
this?
baby. I say it for the clips because I know that there're gonna be some people that's gonna be in the comments that's gonna wild out, like how Steve is wilding out on me right now. So I'm saying like we're gonna put the comments and we're gonna get some views off of this. So that's why I'm using punchline words like it didn't impress me.
I would love to know where Steve
Truthfully, it
ranks.
didn't impress me.
That's insane. I would love to know where Steve ranks this. Because he's a
Pause.
long time J.
He
Cole
came in
fan.
halfway.
Do
Pause.
you remember where I used to say that the J and J. Cole standard for Jigglypuff?
Yo, I did remember that. You
I
were
want
very
to issue
disrespectful.
I want to issue an apology. He is one of the greatest MCs I've ever seen in my life. It took him a while to get where he's at. I really, really do think that Friday Night Lights, like I said, that was a mixtape, so I'm not like that mad at it. But it wasn't the warm up. But it was okay. I wasn't mad at it. But then the what's the first one?
The
Sideline.
Sideline Story,
Yeah,
that was
with
his
Born
first,
Sinner.
like his debut album.
Yeah, those two. While there are records on there that I do enjoy, um,
Which one?
I like Let Nas Down and Power Trip, and then he got the joint.
But Let Nas Down was on Born Sinner, which is a
I said both.
pretty.
Both of those were like
Oh, okay.
underwhelming for me. After listening to the warm up, both were underwhelming. And to watch him get his footing on Forest Hill Drives and just go bananas since then. I'm happy. I'm happy. You know, also I have to say this. This is gonna sound crazy. Um, when I was younger, when I was in high school, I used to say, "Man, I wish I was 18 in 1994," right? Because Illmatic came out, or 15 in 1994, whatever. Illmatic came out. Nah, probably 18, because then I would have heard Paid in Full and you know the those albums, the NWA album. But anyway, in '94, Resurrection Common came out. Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music came out. You know what I'm saying? OC Time's Up, Only Built for Cuban Links, all around that time. Some of those might have been 93, some of those might have been 95. I was thinking about this the other day, and man, was I lucky to live through the Kendrick J. Cole era of albums, man. The fact that I was there and listening to Section 80 the day it came out. You know what I mean? Listening to Forest Hill Drives the day it came out. KOD, To Pimp a Butterfly. Damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you on it.
Super lucky to have lived through that era. And you know, I gotta be honest. If you're reading this and it's too late, is one of those records for me. Take Care is one of those records for me.
Take Care was probably the closest to a classic Drake has ever had, in my opinion. If you're reading this, It's Too Late was probably on the same level as Take Care.
I also love Nothing Was the Same.
Yes, that was a cool album. That was a cool album.
Yeah, I'm happy to have lived through that era, though. You know, and not just them. Like Chance's acid rap, haven't been able to been there for that.
How does Chance feel that he came out with some of his best work, only to get shadowed by the fall off right now?
Chance drops with the dope.
I'm talking about the last album he just came out with. What was it called? Star or something?
What you mean, like recently?
I
didn't even know he was still active, bro.
Nah, are you kidding right now? Like, are you serious?
Is it good?
You didn't hear? Nah, you have to heard Starline.
I did not hear Starline.
Wait. You didn't know it came out?
I haven't really. I'll be real with you. I feel like the coloring book was just not it for me, and I never looked for him again.
Yo, that's crazy. That's a good album.
I'm tripping,
album, bro. You tripping? I think it did. Well, I think it will, because I don't. Matter of fact, I feel like Chance dropped closer to the new year than it was before. I feel like the fall off is gonna overshadow some people.
I think it might be album of the year.
Well, it's early. 2026 is pretty early. It's pretty early. It's February.
They just had the Grammys.
It's February. Let's see what happens.
Also,
do you think we're finally gonna get that Kendrick Cole collabo album?
No, I think they're gonna beef. I think they might beef. Maybe not like on bars. I don't know. I don't think. I think they also was like not gonna do that anyway. Oh, Steven. Well, we're not telling people he's saying here. He said, I remember finding J. Cole on YouTube with my headphones and finding Kendrick when they was in the mixtape days. Beautiful. He said Fall Off did not overshadow Chance. Chance dropped last year. He said, yes, Fall Off will take over unless people go crazy for Iceman. Can I pivot real quick? I want to pivot real quick. Just, I am Mr. Messy. Okay? Please let I haven't seen this. I just Googled this while we was talking. I saw it on social media though. I hope this is like the right information.
Drake had attempted to sabotage J. Cole's album. The same day that J. Cole is supposed to release the Fall Off, Drake has Academics play a snippet from his album Iceman. Now, Academics had played this song literally minutes before J. Cole was supposed to have his album released at midnight. Just to share, it was recently when he's implying haters, says, don't call me no greatest, them his deal with Lucian. In the snippet that Academic shares, Drake says, don't call me no greatest. Them guys you saying all great makes that an understatement. F them haters, double agents. Even my label gave them 15 years of my soul.
You read that?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
He said DJ Academics goes on live a few minutes before the fall off is going to drop and starts playing snippets of Iceman. It's on there. You can find it. I just don't want to play it and get flagged again.
Yeah, it's
but
very annoying.
but in it he says, "Don't call me no greatest. Them guys you saying all great make that an understatement." That is a shot at Kendrick and Cole, right? Right?
I would agree.
What a little I get
I thought he was cool with Cole.
Bro. So apparently I was watching the Rory and Mole podcast, which is a guilty pleasure of mine now that I know Rory's racist.
Yo, oh my goodness.
Mole though gave information that we weren't privy to, that J. Cole, after he did that the Dreamville joint where he apologized, hasn't spoke to Drake since. And clearly Drake feels away because Moore started talking about things that only you would only talk about if it was you, right? He was like, how I took you on tour. No. He was like, how Drake took you on tour, put money in your pockets, and now you don't talk to him. And I think there's some other stuff there's a lot of stuff there that we don't know, because Kendrick is a very meticulous writer. He might not be the greatest multi-syllable rhymer, but he is that level of elite MC where every rhyme that he puts in has meaning. And he has that line, the way you did Cole was dirty, right? Or something like that. The way, yeah. There's something there. There's something there. And like Steve said, if I said it, then I wrote it stupid. That is on the Blizzard mixtape. Could be that he threw shots first. And then the Lucian line. He said you did Cole foul. Thanks. Yeah. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about it, Steve? How do y'all feel?
All my thoughts are not collected yet, and I'm eating ice.
Okay.
Well, so I don't care about Drake. That's actually one of the things that pops into my head. I don't really care about Drake anymore. I don't really care about Iceman anymore. I did care about Iceman at a point in time, like that whole Pinocchio thing, the little like I feel like he should have just dropped something. He should have dropped Iceman by now, because I completely forgot Iceman was a thing. And I feel like okay, so what if Cole might have thrown a shot at Drake first? Like, bro, you're striving for relevance. You're seeing that you're literally increasing in irrelevance, and the only people that's lifting you up are the Drake stands that are low key racist, low key gay for Drake. That's how I feel. And also the women, the young women that you like, that he likes to be around and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's just what it is. I don't know what else to make of it. He's irrelevant.
Steven said, I think my fault. You was gonna say something?
No, I'm good.
He said, I think Drake's a star, but he got to stop crying, bro. Music good, but he's just unattractive. Pause, Steven, because of all that. Damn. Like these wax streams that take 2 hours to start. He's trying so hard, trying to do what Cole do with Easter eggs and meaning. Yeah, I feel like
he probably thought that was gonna, how that little bar is gonna thwart the fall off.
No. I disagree with you. I think he is very well aware that we didn't want to hear from him, and that's why he sent academics to go do it. Because
well, what would be the point of that?
Because no, look at what I'm showing you here. Look at what people were saying. This is complex music. This is when they're reporting on what he did 22 hours ago, and look at what everyone's saying. No one cares. We listening to the fall off. Sorry, busy with this Cole album. Damn song. We listening to the fall off. Give us a minute. Who still listens to Drake? Not right
Give us
now.
a minute.
Y'all not finna ruin Jermaine Cole's day. Cole dropped. I don't care. And listen, I do think if you really Batman, if you really Iceman, if you really feel you Iceman and you Batman and you feel away, you're not gonna have Maul from Rory and Maul do your battle. You're not gonna have academics do it. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna drop Iceman the same day to fall off. That's what you're gonna do if you really Batman like that.
And that probably would have been like, oh, and that probably would have drawn some fans away.
Would have shattered his egos when he would have learned that.
But
but
I don't think people would have cared that much to listen to Iceman.
No, it would have shattered his ego because the content creator is J. Cole.
Do you think
the real content of the culture?
Do you think
Kendrick
that he
is
doesn't
real
want to
content.
drop Iceman because Ice is out here in Minnesota?
That's also the dumbest title, and you have to love how the universe works against this man at this point. Because there is no way you thought that could have happened. Because he's been talking about Iceman for a minute now, and there's no way you could have thought that Ice was wilding the way they are right now. Like I would change the name.
Yeah, you see Ice in a whip throwing on the Iceman album. Like, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do before I start rounding up these folks.
I also think to Steven's
I gotta
point
get
here,
my game face on.
He said
What did I
moving
miss?
so corny. I think his next album is gonna be filled with cornball behavior. I think it's like you ever like when you play a game, right? You know when you like shake up the boss, the final boss, and now like his whole game is wrecked. Like you take the man's armor off. Yeah, I think Drake's armor's off, and he's not gonna know how to move, man.
It's clip for him. It's up for him, yo. I don't know. I mean, maybe his career is definitely not over. It's far from it. I feel like there's a lot of Drake stands. There's a lot of Drake stands that's probably trying not to listen to the fall off, and is like, let me get a little listen. Let me get a little listen. I want to see how whack it is.
It's 12 of them, and they wasn't going to listen to Cole anyway. They was going to go listen to Ariana Grande. Like, you never could be. And it's crazy because he had the top position. Like, it's so wild how you played yourself out the top position.
It's true.
You had the top position, but you was just so weird.
Pause.
All you had to do, honestly, was not overreact over a control verse where Kendrick's like, I'm trying to rap better than anybody who's rapping with me. Word? I put you on tour, son. That's how you feel? Like, yo, Dre, you should be feeling the same way. Are you a rapper or not, bro? Like, what?
I put you guys on tour. I discovered you guys. Oh.
I mean, he literally has a bar like that. Went on tour and what is it? I pushed for Kendrick and Rocky.
Yeah.
Who cares? Is that why you did it? So you could rap about it later?
And that's probably why Kendrick was like, nah, I don't like his behavior. I gotta separate myself from him. He's yo, but yo, Steve, you may not like me for this though. Here's my other side of things. Cole need to stop sneak dissing. If he's not gonna battle, stop sneak dissing.
I just explained to you that he's in a mature space and he don't really need to battle, bro.
Right, you did, and he's also sneak dissing. What does that tell you? I want to I'm gonna poke the bear. Oh, I'm on my peace. Don't get at me. I'm on my peace stuff. I'm on my happy, my life is happy. My life is good type stuff.
For the sake of hip-hop.
See, my yo, come on, iPad. You agree?
For the sake of hip hop, I hope somebody pisses Cole off one day. I hope somebody gets that man so mad that he writes like "Ether mixed with hit him up."
I hope so too. Actually, I'm not gonna hold you.
Now we could end here because you're probably tired, or we go to
Very.
GloRilla.
I don't. I mean, you're gonna have to follow. You're gonna have to do the whole. I don't know nothing about GloRilla's family.
Oh, it's a very simple topic here. Um, we'll go fast. So why did it do that? Okay. So GloRilla's sister also addressed her gifting their dad a new car and alleged the car doesn't have gas in it. I want to find the first thing that she did though, because GloRilla's sister did. Basically GloRilla has a sister who's outed GloRilla saying that she don't do nothing for the family. That that's the same thing? Cool. I love when I do that. She don't do nothing for the family. She is like not her mom still works. Her dad retired. Here we go. I guess this is the first. It says Scarface was that's her sister. Yup, I'm finna go live because this backup dancing just pissed me off. I'm gonna put it all on the table. From when we fell out about gloss and some more. Don't ever send no backup dance for family. Nah, she got the backup dancer coming for me speaking on family business. Not sure what that was about, but then she went and did this.
So we celebrate my dad for his retirement. For how long? 30 years? 29 years at the post office. Hey!
So they say she was saying that he retired right here because of his age, not because GloRilla retired him. It's them friends obligated out there. She's talking about because they're like, yo, she's not obligated to give y'all bread. She's like, is them friends obligated? Like the out here, that Jag she gave him don't even have no gas. The Jaguar that she gave her dad don't have gas. And she said, and our parents are not straight. Our dad just borrowed $100 from my mom. Y'all think y'all know stuff. Y'all don't. Had to give my mom $1,800 on a $2,400 rent because y'all favorite rapper blocked her. I'm tired of being quiet. Talking about her mom got black by
Y'all may have
GloRilla.
talked about y'all favorite rapper. Y'all favorite rapper ain't it, and I'm getting tired of it.
They do look
Oh, she
alike.
look just like her.
Y'all made. Y'all talking about some she ain't obligated. She ain't obligated when she want to sit here and all them interviews and talk about the struggles we've been through and then reach back and help none of us out. But got her friends around it. And my mama still working at FedEx. Y'all better get the fuck out of my face. Y'all may have talked about.
Yeah, she's saying her mom's still working at FedEx.
I got all these groupies stupid on Facebook. She not obligated. She not obligated. What she obligated to do? She motherfucking friend. Y'all got me. Then, bro, they acting like. Then they coming like a
Who is this guy behind her?
motherfucker. That was on the airplane getting signed and got it, and you ain't see not one sibling on that.
Who is this guy behind her, yo?
His big ass probably got something to do with it too. Tell that big ass I want him too.
Whose kid is this?
I got all these groupies.
So this was GloRilla's response. She reposted, if I send you this, just know I can't help you.
Nah, yo, GloRilla crazy, bro.
She said she put this on her story. Thank you so very much. I guess this is Miss Nem. Really didn't want to ask because you already do so much for us. I don't know who Miss Nem is, bro. So very much for us that I don't take it for granted at all. I really do love and appreciate you so much. I guess this is like a text of gratitude for something she's done for someone. GloRilla put it up. And so then her sister said, and I'm done with this. Keep making her feel like she's right. I don't care. That's not what she said, but about what nobody has to say. We all struggle in the house. So for you to make it out and forget about us is diabolical. And the GloRilla put this up. She said, I'm cash apping everybody who report her page, and put a Photoshop of her working at FedEx, her sister working at FedEx.
That's crazy.
So basically, what the internet is out here talking about is that does GloRilla have an obligation, or when you get money, do you have an obligation to take care of your parents? And in this particular situation, 10 siblings. What do you think?
I'm on the side of it really depends on the life that you lived. And like for me, for instance, um I'll give my mother the whole world. Like she's done so much for me. I'll give her the world and then some. And you know my situation with me and my mom right now. You know it deeply, and I wanted more than ever to give this to my mom. Same thing with my pops. My pops and I, we had a rocky road in the beginning of my life. And it's safe to say that we patched things and we're moving forward. Um, and if I have it, I'll give that to my family. You know what I'm saying? But there are people that I know that's in my family that has not done anything for me, has not done anything for my mom, has not done anything for my pops, and I probably won't do anything for them. That's not to say I won't leave them hanging, but I mean, like, I'll get you a job. I'm really good at workforce development. I could probably get you a good job.
But
You
what's funny you say that
know,
is
so
I feel like Shorty, the sister, like, bro, I get that you see your sister on TV and stuff, but maybe get a job. I don't like if you hurting that bad for 2,400, maybe go get a job.
I do agree. But I feel like it's the choice of that person. It's the money that she self-made. She did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless if you have some sort of physical attachment, unless if you did something, you were a key figure in her growth as a superstar. Maybe you shouldn't say anything. I just feel like it comes off money hungry in a lot of ways.
I
Jay,
also feel like
I do get it though.
sometimes
If you got it and you want to give it, then give it. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, I'm not gonna penalize you because because you didn't want to get to your family. You know what I'm saying?
I also feel like a lot of times, especially when you come from not having a lot of money, you don't really have a concept of money. Like you don't understand money. Like
Oh, that's a good point. That's a great point.
I just Googled GloRilla's net worth. She's worth, Google says, somewhere between 2 to 5 million. Now that's not liquid. That's in total. So that's like everything she owns plus cash, right?
Yeah.
That's 2 parents and 10 siblings. You could go through $5 million in a day like that. Like you got to be
Mm,
able to
good
understand
points.
that
Good points.
she has to survive as well.
Good
Just
points.
because you see her moving a certain way, don't mean she got it to give to all of y'all. Like 10 grand might be the best she could do for the year for you. And let me tell you something. Nobody giving you 10 grand out the blue.
Yeah.
So you should be appreciative of that. And I would never, this is a good way to never get nothing from me again. Like if I ever gave you something, a great
If you
way for
start
me to get
posting
you.
on Instagram, yo, who was this guy that was behind her doing this? Like, who was that? Her cousin? Like, who was that?
They got 10 siblings. It could have been a sibling, could have been
Could
a
be one of
friend.
the siblings.
Nah, yo,
Now
Steven
I'm gonna
needs to
come
be
and get
stopped.
you, Glow.
Steven needs to be stopped. He said it's a blessing to have beautiful Kurt teeth.
That's crazy.
Beautiful music. I can't do it. But yeah, I also think like, stepping aside from glow, like how much do you owe family? Like I 100% agree with the mom and pops thing from you. I get that 100%. But now if you got 10 siblings, how much do I owe all you guys? It's 9 of y'all. How much do I owe all of y'all? Also, when she was ranting, she let it slip out that like 2 or 3 siblings live with Glow in Atlanta or wherever Glow lives. So how bad
How
could
bad
she
of a
be
person
really?
is she?
Yeah.
That's true. How bad of a person you got to be that you wasn't able to hang out with her?
And you kind of showing your character by going public. And Tory Lanez gave her money and she accepted it. Like you kind of, I don't know why Tory did that. He's just trying to stay relevant while he behind bars. Like,
It's somebody irrelevant.
post me on Hollywood, unlocked. But
That's a beef he's never gonna. That's a beef he lost entirely. Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
we're not gonna talk about that. We're talking about GloRilla right now.
Got you. I understand.
Yeah, how much
Shout
do
out
you
to
owe?
Megan.
Like, and if you if you the family member of someone who's successful, a celebrity, how much do you have to hold it down? Sometimes you just got to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed. That I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, I think success has to come with boundaries. If you listening and you ever get money, man,
I think and I feel like that's a really great point to have. It's like it needs to come with boundaries. It really does. Especially if like you know who your if you know who your family is, you know who it is, you know what it's all about. Like you know what you have to do from here on out. You know what I mean?
yeah. And I've always been big on it's not your money, man. Like you know, I forgot who I was talking to, but I was talking to somebody who had their sibling had a lot of money, and they was like talking about all this crazy stuff, and I was like, bro, that's your siblings' money, bro. That ain't your money. And they like, oh nah, yeah, but they're gonna look out. And it's like, yo, if they do look out, God bless, but I probably wouldn't make plans on them looking out. You know what I mean?
Right. For real. I always talk about this um, with Dave East. I remember watching this show. I forgot the name of it. It's on Netflix. I always talk about it because it's so deep to me that he was in the hood, and a bunch of people was asking him for extra money, to do whatever so they could flip that money or whatever. He said, "Nah, yo, let me get you a job. You can be on tour with me. You get to tour the world. You get to get paid doing that. You
And
get to
how
be
many
around people,
times?
da, da, da." And then they said, "Nah, I'm good," like because they were so tied down to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me was so deep. And then they would complain and say, "Oh, Davies don't do nothing for the hood."
Also, how many times have you seen people in those positions steal from the people who give them those opportunities, or just expect to be paid for not doing nothing?
Yeah,
Like Boosie's brother was stealing from him. Hey, who's like a great example of an amazing human being is Rich Paul. Like Rich Paul just went to high school with LeBron James, went to let LeBron go crazy. LeBron put him through school. He knew his position, played his position. Now he's worth like 100 million, bro.
wow.
LeBron put him in a position to win. LeBron didn't give him money. LeBron gave him an education and opportunity. And sometimes that's worth more than money. But people be missing a blessing, man.
I agree, 100%. I think that is how you want to move, and you want to be able to give them the resources. You don't want to give them the source. You want to give them the resources so they can get to the source. And yeah, I feel that's just the goal. And that's the thing and I feel like people who work hard, GloRilla worked hard. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
to get to where she's at right
That's the
now.
other part. Just because you struggled with me when we was kids, don't mean and everyone here who's here can relate. Steve, I know Steve works really hard. I know that when you were on your grind, you worked really, really hard on music. You do not understand what it is like to put hours into a song, put hours into recording the song, getting the resource to mix master the song, putting the footwork in, the hours to network to be able to perform the song, to deal with all the emotional I want to say baggage that comes with being an artist because it's there.
and
It
then
is.
and then having to deal with other people's emotional baggage, which is holding you back from from you to getting that performance or that mix or master or whatever the case may be. Like you said, there's
So
so
imagine
much to
somebody
deal with.
telling you, "Yeah, you owe me." You like, I didn't sleep for 6 weeks. I ate frosted flakes for 6 weeks. Like you can't. We not. This isn't yours. You didn't do
We're
this.
not the same, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not the same. That's why
Yeah.
you got no job or you in FedEx and I'm where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's not to be prideful. It's just the truth. Like that's the real deal of it. But I guess my final thoughts on it is whatever GloRilla wants to do with her money. Same thing. If I was in GloRilla's shoes, I'm giving my money to my mom's. But I could also understand why somebody else would not do the same because it's their money and they work so hard to get it and they want to make things happen, you know?
Yeah. I think we can move on. I'm not going to really go into this really. I'm just going to mention it briefly and then we can end because it's in the flyer. Bill Clinton and Hillary might testify. It's looking like they're going to testify about the Epstein files. They're trying to get it public. And maybe if Bill tells the world, oh yeah, me and Donald was wilding, maybe they'll believe him again. I mean, maybe they'll believe him. But that we're gonna put that one on ice. We're gonna put that topic on ice because it is 11:17 p.m.
Thank you, Kano.
But it was
Thank
mentioned,
you so much.
so it was not false advertisement. You have information. You go do with that what y'all want, world. Yo, Steven, thank you for rocking with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man. The reason why we did this live today is because, I mean, obviously there was a lot of great things that happened. Of course, the fall off dropped, and we're essentially a hip hop podcast full of hip hop heads.
We're also a political podcast.
You know, we are a political podcast as well now. But we'll be remiss to not talk about the fall off because we're essentially hip hop heads and we love that stuff. But also, the Super Bowl is happening on Sunday, and we are not trying to compete with the Super Bowl.
Although, depending on how the Super Bowl goes, yeah, I might could get something Monday, Tuesday.
True that.
It's Bad Bunny related.
Well, Kano, you're the sports guy among us. Put your prediction? Who do you think is going to win?
Oh, I don't have a prediction. I'm a Pats fan, so I'm gonna go with the Pats because I've been a Pats fan since Randy Moss went over there, and they almost had a perfect season, except the Giants suck and ruined that for everybody. But I'm going with the Patriots. I'm always gonna go with the Patriots.
Yo, I'm sorry, but who are they going up against?
The Seahawks, who are the favorite. I think a lot of people think the Seahawks are gonna win, but my boy Drake Mays and the Colombian dude, the Panamanian dude, they gonna go crazy. Defense gonna go crazy. It's gonna be fire, man.
Ice is supposed to be there too. Apparently, they said
I saw the Bay Area. I saw the Bay Area said they're not working with ICE. So if they are there, it's super independent and just terrorism. Oh, yo, did you know that we might be on a domestic terrorist app? Just for speaking out.
Podcast?
Yeah, just for speaking out against ICE.
Did you check?
No, I have not. I don't have that app, but they do. ICE has it and Border Patrol has it, and we might be on it because it came out that they've been contacting like the corporate, like Meta and Google, to get all data on people who had said anything negative about ICE. And they have a bunch of people working on it. And
nice. No,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Gonna be taking my time to go to work and then ICE. I almost slipped on some black ice.
Yeah.
This evening. So
I wish sanitation would do a better job.
Yeah. I wish the president could do a better job and get rid of ICE.
Yeah, get rid of ICE. Man, I don't know what the endings is. It's like, thank you for rocking with us, for rocking with you.
Don't worry, I'll flash out. Shout outs to you once again, Steve, for joining us. This is the Can't Focus podcast, so we want to thank you for taking the time to focus on us. Peace. Be easy.
End stream.
You probably should